and welcome back everybody to your boy the Pendulum, swinging back right at you. Today is a special one because I actually got emailed by Roman Bezidik himself, and he asked me to check it out, and I said yeah, hell yeah, let's do it. But yeah, sorry it took me a while to get to it, but we're here now and I'm ready to see what this game has to offer. And so yeah, let's jump into Light in the Woods. Ooh, okay, there's levels. Depending on how long levels are, I might do this in episodes, so we'll see. The wood episode. Would you? You guys might be asking yourself how I got into this mess. Lying face up in the rain, soaked, confused. Also, is this guy levitating forward? Like, face up? If I woke up like that, I'd groan, roll on my belly, do a sad, like, little army crawl, and maybe push myself up like a tired little gremlin. Are you jumping? No, I cannot jump. That's a nice boulder. That's a nice boulder. Oh, ooh, I like that. I like your taper fade, bro. Ooh, that's cute. Is there a flashlight? No flashlight in equipment. Do major points on the text. Ooh, wow, those are cute text. Interact. Oh, can I interact? I think it meant the door. Flashlight. F for flashlight. Hello? Anyone in here? Shoes. So far a normal house. Let's find a key probably. Is the shoe the key? Huh. This game is missing a voice, and I'll gladly be the voice of reasoning. Ooh, okay. If you enter, he will not let you out. It's a little too late for that, buddy. I kind of left already, so does that make him a liar or you? Can you please? Hey, I found the key. Oh. Ah. There's a crouch. There you go. Oh, I was clipped to the tingies. All right, let's check this out. Ooh. Oh, dang it! There was text. I didn't see the text. Complete the introductory stage. Chest with a lock. This chest has a combination lock that needs to be opened by entering the correct sequence of numbers. Made of wood, it looks old. Inside there may be something important. Oh, okay. Okay, how do I get out? If the candle goes out, I die. What if I blow on it? Nothing. Oh, ruby added to inventory. Let me turn on my flashlight for this. Ink. Nothing. I have to escape this place. A chess. A rook, a powerful chess piece that moves horizontally and vertically. Strength in simplicity and control of spaces. Like your mother. A photo of an old wooden church with parishioners standing nearby. Yet in his heart there was a sorrow he couldn't share, not even with Father Paul. 9 years had passed since their wedding, but the house remained silent, untouched by a child's laughter. Each time he watched children playing around the church after mass, his heart ached. He longed for an heir to carry on his lineage. With every prayer he pleaded for a miracle, but the silence that followed grew deeper with each passing day. Sad. Very sad. Make me see. Ooh. This owl sculpture looks mysterious and has empty spaces instead of eyes where something could be inserted. Like this cool ruby that I have. Yup. Piece of paper. The old house stood amidst dense woods, far from the bustling of the city, a place his father once called a den of sin and temptation. Here, amongst the towering trees, life was simple and righteous. This house had witnessed much. Within its walls, people had lived and died, loved and forgiven. 4 generations of his family had left their mark here. He remembered his grandfather's story about how his great-grandfather built this house to preserve faith and purity of the soul. Now he and his wife were the guardians of this legacy, praying for the continuation of their lineage. Okay, so story so far is this guy lives in a traditional house and he's trying for a baby, he's fed up, and maybe he took it out on his wife, and maybe he left his mark on this house, destroying it. I'm sure these have something to do with numbers. 9 years. So 9 years have passed. Okay, well, maybe. We'll see. What is this book doing down here? Nothing? Ooh, I get to open these. Let's go. Every seventh day, they walked the narrow forest path to an old wooden church. It stood amongst ancient oaks, as if nature itself protected this holy place. His great-grandfather had built it, wishing to provide his descendants with a sanctuary for prayer, far from worldly distractions. Father Paul... Hello? Okay, that stops me. There was a big dong sound that happened. Oh, the door's gone. I could have left this entire time? Damn it. Okay, I think I was at Father Paul, if I remember correctly. Okay. Father Paul, a pious priest with silver in his beard, knew each parishioner by name. He preached about faithfulness and humility, reminding his flock of the importance of purity of soul. The community prayed together. They shared joys and burdens and supported one another in faith. So it could be... let's see. It could be 9, and it could be 7. What did this one say? 4 generations, I think. I could have gone the other way. Yes, I did it! I'm so good at puzzle games. Open it. No, open it! Yeah, but there was a little piece of paper. I want to read the piece of paper! They call me the lore master of the friend group. I need to read this. You know what? Fine. I'll leave it alone. I guess it's just like, what do you call it? One of those filler papers. It's whatever. Okay. Yeah. I'm trying. I know. Complete the level bond. And that's a wrap on chapter 1 and 2. Loving the slow drip of lore. It's like spooky storytelling foreplay. But hey, before I shower this game in compliments, let's take a second to point out a few rough patches. Well, that being said, I don't mind waking up in the rain. It's moody, spooky, and yeah, pretty cinematic. But the way my main dude picks himself up, it's kind of weird. If your guy's over 25, that move would lead you straight to physical therapy. I want to hear a grunt, a groan, something that says I've been face up in the mud and my spine is filing complaints now. Let me see him struggle, hands trying to block the rain as he blinks awake, shivering, sore. Let him roll onto his stomach and push up slowly. And picture this, the guy wakes up to a distant blood-curdling scream from deep within the woods, and then suddenly, boom, now it's a race. He's sprinting towards the house, heart pounding as the sound gets closer behind him. I think it's almost better that you drop the player into some kind of danger and not just to wake up to some soggy confusion. And this next one is not a huge deal, but it is worth flagging. I ran into some crouching glitch when I got too close to an open drawer outside. So pretty sure that's an easy fix, just a bit of a hitbox cleanup, I think. And lastly, I did eventually find the clue, but I would recommend giving the player a little bit more of a guidance early on, especially in level 1, especially if paired with like a hand icon, a faint glow, or maybe even a buzzing sound. Again, not a big deal. I'm sure players will figure it out eventually. And now on to the great stuff, because there's a lot of awesome work here. The atmosphere was spot on. The rain, the sound design, the environment, it's immersive without being overdone. At first I was expecting a full-on Resident Evil style gore fest, but instead it feels grounded, like something bad happened and you're slowly peeling back the truth. It's gritty, it's eerie, and it pulls you in without screaming for attention. Oh my gosh, I can't wait to talk about this one. Seriously, huge props for how the text appears. It is such a small detail, but it adds a ton of polish. The way it just poofs in and out, man, it was clean, it's stylish, and it's genuinely satisfying. I would say maybe add a subtle wind effect or an ambient cue to signal when the text appears, just to give it a little bit more of a presence, but honestly, this was a fantastic creative choice. And as for gameplay, there's not a ton of puzzles yet. It's more like following breadcrumbs and piecing together lore, but honestly, so far so cool. Real quick though, that these story-driven videos do take a little bit longer to edit, so uploads might be a little bit slower than usual. And depending on how the chapters flow, I might combine a couple here and there if time allows me to. And lastly, a huge shout out to Bad Taste Studio for letting me jump into this. You've really made something really cool, and I can't wait to see where it goes from here. So anyway, thank you for watching, and as always, the pendulum swinging out. Peace.